We good? What's up, guys? My name is Daddy from Speak Hall TV. I'm here today. I messed it up every single time. I'm here today to talk to you guys about game 2 of the NBA Finals, Cavs versus Warriors. Man, it was a good game for about two and 1/10 quarters. Man, the end score 7-7 to 110 or 110 7-7 Warriors win. I quick a couple thoughts about this. Mark Jackson and Van Gundy made good points about this earlier on in the game. Well, later on, early on, whenever the game's finna get out of hand, that they said LeBron came into the hole with the thought of passing instead of trying to score, and they finally started calling them travel calls on LeBron. But so that was my thing about it. Also, I'm like, why is he still trying to pass if he's scoring every time on these guys, or at least getting good looks? I understand that he wants to get everybody else open, but you should at least be assertive at one point and try to score the basketball, man. By God. I got to turn my channel to ESPN so I'll be able to know when anything happens basketball wise. You know, people say a lot of things because I caught up on that Russell Westbrook versus Kevin Durant laughing situation early on. I had to keep my TV on ESPN. But like I'm saying, he goes in that passing, and Draymond Green and Iguodala and guys with that sort, the guys that are playing help defense, whoever playing help defense, and it usually is Draymond Green. They're getting in the passing lanes whenever he's driving, not guarding him, because you know most teams when LeBron James drive, it's a group effort, everybody collapses and try to help. But the Warriors, they let Iguodala play one-on-one with LeBron and be able to hold him down for a little bit, but LeBron is not trying to score. LeBron is trying to pass the ball whenever he drives, so when the defense rotates, they hop in the passing lane, boom. Now LeBron has no options, because this game he had like 8 turnovers, and if you're trying to win against the Warriors, turn the ball over isn't it. Protecting the ball is a major point, and rebounding is a major point against the Warriors, because that are their weak spots, because they turn the ball over a lot, and they're not very good rebounders. But the Cavs did neither of the sort. They didn't protect the ball, and they didn't rebound the ball particularly well, so they did not win the basketball game. You put 2 and 2 together, and you understand why they won't win. It's not hard, but execution is a key. And shout out to Andrew Bogut, because in the beginning of the game, he slowed them down. I know the mantra was they missed 28 shots. 28 shots inside the paint in game 1, and I know at one point they had 19 missed shots in the paint. I don't have advanced analytics. I just follow by what I hear and what I can get personally from my phone or whatever to get the stats. But like I said, they missed shots around the rim, because I remember in game 1 it was Kevin Love missing shots. Which, speaking of Kevin Love, he ends up with I believe should be a concussion. He's in the concussion protocol, and if he's experienced dizziness, me being around football, they'll say football. You notice that it takes a while to get back from head injuries, and there's nothing to be taken lightly. So if you're speaking about that source, you should. I feel like on Wednesday that he might not be able to play, and if he's not been able to play, it's just a rotation thing with the Cavs, because he's not primarily just scoring the ball outright. Those can be more shots for LeBron James or more shots for Kyrie Irving. And I can't even get to some more points. If you're a constant viewer of my videos, you'll know that I say the Warriors win when Steve Kerr keeps that lineup going of the Barbosa, of the Iguodala, of the Sean Livingston, because they didn't give Barbosa his minutes at first. And I honestly don't see why Harrison Barnes is still starting for the Warriors, because he gets in for about 3-4 minutes, and then they pull him out, and then they'll put him in until Iggy gets tired. Unlike most starters, how most starters are, when you get in the game, it's till you get tired. You get what I'm saying? Or until it's a matchup in your favor. So I don't honestly see why Harrison Barnes is still starting. It's probably just a morale thing. You got to keep him in the flow, got to keep him in the mix, keep his spirits up from when you actually do need him, that he'll be in good spirits, if that makes any sense. But yeah, Andrew Bogut came out there with like 4 blocks. I think he ended up like 5 or 6 toward the end of the game, because he got a little bit of that garbage time that they ended up putting in. I know the game was over with what, 8 minutes left in the fourth, because they kept carrying for a long time, and it just got ugly when Curry was in the game. They went on the 22-2 run after he came back after his 3 fouls, and then they put him out of the game, and the Cavs brought it to 12, and next you know, you put Curry back in, and it goes up to 20, and it wasn't primarily from him scoring. It was just from him being on the court court, because when they put him in pick and roll situations where they just had a guy running around, he directing 2-3 eyes at a time. The Cavs did a good job of it early on of stopping the Splash Brothers, but later on it dwindled down because I know the Cavs said they were going to change their defensive, the way they played defense on top of the Splash Brothers in the first game. But, the Warriors also made an adjustment too. Even though they won the game, they made an extra adjustment to make sure they can actually score more. It was more dribble penetration from the Warriors. Not in the beginning, but, later on once they settled down. Because I think their first 4 shots were jump shots. 3-pointers at that. And with Draymond Green with his 28 points, I'm going to get into all the stats later like I always do, but I'm just getting up to the points I can get off top without looking down the phone, just talking about the game. But his 28 points and him shooting his threes, they left him wide open. They sagged off because usually when you give Draymond that space, he wasn't taking his shots and he was passing the ball around, dishing it like he used to do, how he got those triple doubles. But he said in his interview with Doris Burke that he was more, they told him don't pass with no shot. Don't be hesitant to shoot the ball. So he ended up shooting 8 threes and taking a pull-up jump shot and knocking down. He took a one dribble, pull up, slightly slanted to the left and shot it, and it just made the shot. So when he was able to shoot more, it made the Cavs just had no answer. Because you still had to play up on Clay and you had to switch off them coming across you or whatnot. Had to switch off Steph when him coming across you or whatnot. And then you got to play up on Draymond and you got the possibility of him driving or posting up on you and giving it to Bogey and let him posting up and passing the ball around. So the Cavs just had no answer. But if you think about it, okay, you understand that, okay, the Warriors scored 110 points. But take away those 10 points, it was like the Warriors, it was like 95-60 at one point before, the scrub time came in. So that's why I leave them at like 90 points. So if you say that, I feel like it's the offensive end that needs work for the Cavs. They have to score the ball. You have to put the ball in the basket. J.R. Smith finally knocked down a shot, but he wasn't like prolific. Like you usually see a J.R. Smith give you 5-6 threes and be done with it. And LeBron gets in there, he does his due diligence, but he turns the ball over trying to get everybody else happy. Kevin Love was pretty much like non-existent before he got his head hurt or whatever. Tristan Thompson just being on the offensive glass, he does what he does night in, night out. You can't ask for too much more than what he's already given. Kyrie Irving, he's just there. You just don't. He's not like, oh my God, it's Kyrie Irving on the floor. He's doing his job and not the other guy. It's like he's not being inside, being a factor either. But let me get into the stats of the teams before I run off with just pure what I feel. Starting with the Cavs. LeBron, 19 points, 7 for 17, bad shooting night, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 steals, and a block. But like I said, he had like 8 or 9 turnovers. So that didn't help his case for having those 9 assists. And he had 7 turnovers. Take that back. I apologize. He had 7 turnovers to his 9 assists, but that's still a lot. Then Curry had the same amount. So you got to outplay the star, not play on par with him. But Kevin Love played 20 minutes, but he had, in his 20 minutes, he was 5 points, 2 for 7 with only 3 rebounds. You had 5 points with 7 attempts. That's not going to cut it. Like LeBron has 19 points, but he has 17 attempts. It's not going to cut it. If you're gonna shoot volume, shoot a percentage. Forget how many shots. You take 100 shots, but if you make, okay, oh my God, he took 100 shots, but if you make 60 of them, you did pretty good in my book, as long as you ain't detrimental to the team. Let me get back here for a second. But yeah, Tristan Thompson had 8 points, 3 for 8 from the field with 5 rebounds. I don't count his 8 points for 8 shot attempts for 8 points because he's around the rim. It's a lot of him missing and putbacks of some sort, but at least be efficient with the putbacks. If you understand what I'm getting at. Because then you got J.R. Smith with 5 points with 2 for 6 from the field. So that's not going to get it. And Kyrie Irving, 10 points, 5 for 14 from the field. So if you look at it, you got LeBron shooting 19 with 17 attempts. You got Kevin Love with 5 for 7 attempts. You got Tristan Thompson with 8 for 8 attempts. You got J.R. Smith with 5 with 6 attempts. You got Kyrie Irving with 10 points with 14 attempts. That's not gonna cut it. you have nobody. No, the only person shooting more than they putting out basically is LeBron James from your starting unit, and you get in Richard Jefferson. He had 12 points, 4 for 6 shooting. So it's LeBron and Richard Jefferson the only two people that shoot have more points than they have attempts. And I'm not taking nothing from Dele. Well, even Dele coming off the bench, he had 7 points with 9 attempts, and Shumpert had 3 points with 3 attempts. So that's pretty much even. Then the rest of the guys just played the scrub minutes for those other 8 minutes. Shumpert was in there with him along. Well, not Dele because Mo Williams was in there. I'm not mistaken. Shumpert might have been sent down. Sorry, Shumpert, if I put you around there with the bench player. But it's just that mantra that you only had 3 players in double figures. And Kyrie Irving shot 14 attempts. LeBron James shot 17 attempts. And it's not, the percentage wise is not there for the guys. And then it just doesn't get it. And then the Warriors had 20 turnovers to the Cavs 17. And the Warriors still won by over 23, 30 something points. 30 something points. The Warriors also had 9 blocks. The Cavaliers had 15 steals, but those 9 blocks were in the paint. Like the Cavs just have to finish. They have to find a way to get around the shot blockers. And offensive rebound, the Warriors have 12 to the Cavs 9. And the Cavs sit up here and got out-rebounded by the Warriors, a team that have shown to be weak on the boards and not being able to, efficiently crash the glass. But that comes with, the Warriors' way of making people go small to match them. At one point, you understood how the Thunder did their job is because they played big on small. They left 8 big in there. Serge Ibaka being 8 big when able to rebound. I guess they play LeBron as their big, but he can't take on that whole load by himself. And you sit up here and have the Cavs 3-point shooting percentage, 21% shooting from 3, 5 for 23. And you have them shooting 35.4%. 35% not going to cut it, like I said. Percentage-wise in the game, it's just not going to get it. when you have more shot attempts than you have points. They do have more shot attempts than they have points. The Cavs had 77 points and they had 79 shot attempts. Not going to cut it any day. They proved my point without even me seeing that stat line right there. But me getting into the Warriors, Harrison Barnes had 5 points, 2 for 7 from the field, 5 rebounds. Draymond Green played excellent off those pick and roll, basically pick and pops and pick and slips, which he was able to get, but the pick and pops helped him get wide open. And got him going 28 points, 11 for 20 from the field, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. And I told you about his help defense, which was spectacular on LeBron James and the rest of those guys. Not actually getting a stat, but making his presence on the court. Andrew Bogut, he only played 14 minutes, but he had 2 points, 1 for 4 from the field, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and 5 blocks. He was a big factor in what helped the Warriors keep up with the Cavs at the beginning, then able to pull off later on because the Cavs didn't have that early onslaught because you had Andrew Bogut blocking their shots at the rim. Klay Thompson, 17 points, 6 for 13 from the field, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Like Mark Jackson, two-way player, was able to do good on both ends of the court, and he only had one person to foul this game, so it was actually a good defensive game for him also because usually Klay Thompson getting in foul trouble and you weren't able to get the spark, but he made a couple shots this game better than in the first game when they combined for 20-something points. Better game for Steph Curry, but he was in foul trouble, so he only played 24 minutes in this game. 18 points, 7 for 11, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. He had 6 rebounds in the beginning. The primary of that was because Bogut was blocking the shot. And he was getting the rebound and pushing the ball up down the floor. So great game for Steph Curry shooting wise and not actually being just a real factor per se. If you watch the game, he just wasn't like, oh my God, it's Steph Curry. It's just like, oh, he's in the game. He's just doing what he does. You understand? But Iggy came in, Iggy played his usual role, 7 points, 3 for 6 from the field, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. But like I said, tremendous defense on LeBron James because he had 17 attempts for 19 points, and Iggy was one of the primary defenders, so he did his job that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. Shaun Livingston, not a 20-point game. He had 7 points, 3 for 4 from the field, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. in a block also. So he did what he played his role basically. Not a big factor like it was again in the first game, but enough to make an impact. My boy Barbosa, the Brazilian Blair, came in getting steals, fast break point. He had 10 points, 5 for 7 from the field, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. But I really don't like them two misses they got on my board. One of them was like from half court, and another one was late in the shot clock. So I feel like he just really ain't truly missed in the flow of the game when it actually mattered. So this is my boy, the Brazilian Blair. I always had faith in Barbosa. No matter how ugly his playing style is, he got some horrible body motion. Festus is either 6 points, 2 for 3 from the field, 2 rebounds. The rest of the guys just had garbage points. Most space chipped in a 3, and Clark came in 3 for 4 with 7 points and then 3 rebounds. But in the Florida game, the Cavs need to work on offense and actually being able to put the ball in the back, because they put pressure on the Warriors to go down there and score. There's no pressure when you're down here missing shots, and then they just can put the ball in whenever they want to. When you forcing them and making them put the ball in, that's when you're gonna see the Warriors' true colors or how they would play or react against you. Because we've seen them come back from stuff against the Thunder or the Trailblazers, but in this series we got to see how they respond against the Cavs when it's something going wrong against them. But the Cavs aren't putting pressure on the Warriors to actually go out there and score. It's basically like, okay, LeBron gonna miss his shot, they're gonna turn the ball over, and we're gonna get our chance. The Warriors turn the ball over a lot, but at the same time, you turn it over with them, that's not helping you. If you don't turn it over and they do, it helps you. But even if you got 20 turnovers, but you didn't turn it into actual basketball. I mean, basketball possessions and actual shots or whatever. So that's what getting me about the Cavs. Like, how can you force turnovers and not score points off those turnovers? So I just think the Cavs need to reinvent their offense, and with Kevin Love had the possibility of not playing, that also ties in the big factor of what they're going to do in the next game. Do they go smaller or do they go bigger? Because what do you put Channing Frye in the lineup? Then what do you do about your rotation? So it's interesting how Tyronn Lue and the guys on this coaching staff are going to end up playing this out. And then LeBron needs to start trying to be more aggressive. He probably needs to try to put up 40. If you brought them to 6 game last year by yourself, and then everybody's saying that you need what happened if you would have had Kyrie and Love, this your chance. This your chance to show them, and I'm pretty much seeing that. Like I said last year, I wish I was doing these YouTube videos last year. It really wouldn't have mattered, because the way that the Warriors playing basketball, it really didn't. It would have been a win regardless. But now you're gonna see how you can respond. You're down 2-0, well 0-2 in your case. I'm gonna see how they're gonna respond. And who I got, because there's no game in between. So who do I got for game 3? I honestly feel like I got the Warriors at home, away at Cleveland, because the way that the Cavs are defending the Warriors per se, it's just not gonna cut it. Because I understood that you're stopping the Splash Brothers, but your defense of all the role players, and you're not taking Draymond Green serious enough, because he had 18 points in the first one, and now he has 28 in this one. You're not limiting him. You're allowing him to do what he does. You're allowing him to pass the ball. You're allowing all the rest of the players to go off but Steph and Clay. Understood that might be a good strategy against some, but not against this team where you have so many people that you have to guard and so many people that can actually put up buckets on you. So I'm gonna see how this is gonna go out. But I do have the Warriors next game, in game 3 in Cleveland. So that's pretty much it, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Put your comment down on what you think I said stupid, something you don't agree with, whatever. Just drop down in the comment section. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Like it. It's gonna be down here in this area somewhere, maybe one of these areas. And that's pretty much it, man. I got the Warriors in game 3. My name is Dede, and I'm for Speedhawk TV, and I'm out. Make sure you check out our website. A lot of good content on there.